Virgo, divine soul, how are you? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, subscribe, and comment. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective catered towards us empaths, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Virgo, make sure you stay tuned till the end of your reading where I will pull a message from your ancestors tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in. Your angels are telling you that your thoughts are the language of the mind, but your feelings are the language of the body. So this is the time to exercise brain and heart coherence, and this is the time to create that protective bubble around yourself, because when you do so, you're going to attract energy, opportunities, and more importantly, people that are in harmony with you. And I do see you attracting someone you have a very strong bond with, a soulmate, kindred spirit, someone you may know in a previous life, someone who really has your best intentions at heart, someone who has the same agenda as you, right? They want to see you happy. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you smile. They put you ahead of themselves. And I do see here that there's a very strong bond between you guys because you've both gone through the same experiences. Some of it joyful, some of it painful. And this is bonding, right? You both have really paid your dues. And right now, Spirit is telling you to know your worth, know what you bring to the table. And the more that you connect to your higher self, the more confident you are. The more confident you are through divine timing, that's when Spirit can deliver this person to you, because you always manifest who you are in life and not what you want. And Spirit only gives us as much as we can handle. So what does this mean? If you've been waiting to meet your soulmate is waiting for you. So when we are stuck holding on to the familiar past or the predictable future, which siphons away energy from the present moment, this is when we have to change our energy to change our life. This is when we audit our beliefs and chase the mystical. Don't worry about what your eyes can see. Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. That's a quote from Nikola Tesla. So what does that really mean? You are looking to meet your soulmate. Your soulmate is energy. Why? Because you're not looking to meet an avatar. You're looking to meet someone that's an opportunity. So you're looking for an opportunity to meet someone. Like, for example, when I met my wife, Alicia, I met her at a birthday party. We both were indirectly invited to this party. Bada bing, bada boom. Next thing you know, I met her 14 years later. Best day of my life, right? And that's what's going on here. Right now, understand that the more confident you are, the more magnetic you are, the more you have heart coherence, the more you're connected to your higher self. That's when other people pick up on this energy. You get invited to more functions, invited to more parties, invited to more events. You even, like, people want to network with you, collaborate with you, team up with you. This is what I'm talking about. And right now, your angels and guides are telling you that there's some sort of energy you have to heal from, because there's some sort of undecisive, wobbly energy in your energy right now, which is really important because you have to audit that belief, really reprogram your subconscious mind, and clear the energy. When there's an energetic roadblock, no matter what we do, the right thing turns into the wrong thing. And right now, Spirit is telling you to run towards the energy of clearing this. Don't run from it. And when you run towards it, you're going to be handsomely rewarded, right? So this is a time for you to understand life has two handles. Handle of fear makes you feel powerless. Handle of love, which makes you feel powerful. So right now, understand everything's happening for you and not to you. And right now, Spirit is telling you there's a lesson in the situation. So if you have a limiting belief or shadow, if you're telling yourself, oh, I'm so unlucky when it comes to love, change that mind state. Tell yourself, whatever happened in the past was for me to collect lessons and data. And when you look at it from that perspective of everything happens for you and not to you, now you're going to tell yourself, what was the lesson? What did I learn? Gotcha. Should do this, should not do this. This was the warning signs, the red flags. What would I do differently? I would do this differently. What would I do the same? I would do this the same. What would I change? This or this or this. Great. Now collect that data and move on. Move on from this energy. Don't be sitting there wishing, wanting, hoping, needing, praying. None of that. Command, assume, expect. And right now, when you lead the dance, when you really show yourself the love that you truly deserve, when you really are executing a will greater than the programming, now you're not in that state of particle matter or fear, but now you're in the state of being, right? You're in that light ray that you truly are. Like, the brain thinks, but the heart knows. The heart is telling you deserve to be with your soulmate, but the heart is also telling you to love yourself, because when you love yourself, others will love you as well. So execute a will greater than the programming. The programming is fear. Oh my goodness, we're so unlucky. No one will love us. I'm not comfortable in my own skin. I don't have enough money. Blah, blah, blah. Same thing my ego says. That's how I know. But you got to understand, It is your birthright to be rich. It is your birthright to be with your soulmate. If it was up to your angels and guides, you would be so happy. You would be with your soulmate right now. So why are we not with our soulmate? Because us humans cause resistance. We push it away. And when we push it away, that energy right there prevents good things from happening. So this is the time for you to first and foremost accept the fact that you are meant to be with your soulmate. 100% in your soul believe this. Yes, you are meant to be with your soulmate. It's going to happen. Don't second guess this. Believe in this. Go with the flow on this. Then after you accept the fact, understand that it will only happen when you are manifesting who you are and not what you want. So, who are you? What time do you wake up? What do you eat? What do you think about? What's your YouTube feed like? How do you spend your days? How do you spend your time? Do you read? Do you journal? Do you manifest? Do you visualize? Do you work out? Do you exercise? What do you do? Because that is who you're going to manifest. So if you're telling yourself, I want to manifest someone positive, optimistic, and charming, someone who works out, eats healthy, someone who doesn't, has a great vocabulary, someone who really has a beautiful heart, that is who we have to be first. That's the beautiful part of this game. So right now, rather than focusing outwards and looking for them, change your energy and change your life. Now, Spirit is definitely telling you to chase the mystical, because right now we're in the state of particle and matter. So you're trying to force something. Right now you're in the third dimension, which time is involved. Time takes forever, right? When you're waiting for something to happen, waiting, it's just so much time involved. And right now you got to understand, time only exists in the third dimension. What does this mean? Do we live in the third dimension? Absolutely. But do we have to manifest from here? No. You manifest from the fifth and seventh dimension. When you're manifesting from the fifth and seventh dimension, time does not exist. And now, tapping into the infinite number of realities, you quantum entangle with that energy and it is drawn to you. How do you do that? So for example, you're waiting to get, a promotion at work. Now, either you can wait, wish, want, hope, need, cause resistance, be resentful. Why are they not doing it? When's this going to happen? Which is causing resistance, last thing we want. Or you come home, you visualize yourself, your boss coming up to you, giving that promotion. You feel, wow, it feels so good to get this promotion. I love the extra money. I love the extra time, the vacation pay. I love that corner office. Feel as if the event you're looking for has taken place and be grateful. Is this silly? Maybe. Is this something that seems, not realistic? I'm sure it does. But does it work? Yes, it does. Quantum entanglement has proven that. This is why the majority of the time people try to manifest and they're like, I journaled, I visualized it, then it happened. Because you didn't have heart coherence. You visualized it, you have that clear and concise image, but did you have that elevated emotion? Because without that brain and heart coherence, we are not free. And this is the time for you to really accept, assume command. And by letting go of fear of picking up the handle of love, it becomes effortless. But if you're trying to force it, if you are waiting, wishing, wanting, hoping, needing, you're just resisting. And resist persists. You're basically being left with a memory of the past or the predictable future rather than the vision of the future. And when you have that story of the future, when you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you felt it, right? So I'll give you an example. Imagine if imagine trying to taste pizza right now. Imagine your favorite type of pizza, right? Imagine closing your eyes, grabbing a bite, bring it to your mouth and start biting it and start chewing that pizza. Imagine tasting that cheese, tasting those toppings, whatever the case is. If you can visualize that, then you can visualize a clear, concise image. And imagine being so grateful that you're eating this pizza. Imagine you haven't ate pizza in years and you're biting it and you're like, oh, it's so good, I'm so happy. That energy right there is the same energy you have to put towards visualizing you being with your soulmate, being rich. And you may seem hard, but that's only because we've been programmed and conditioned to think that if we can't see it, smell it, touch it, taste it, our senses, it doesn't exist. No, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. When you chase the mystical, spiritual, and quantum, then everything comes to you. So this is a time for you to focus on the things you can't see. Think atomic particles vibrating, vibrations, and then it will come to you rather than you looking for it. All right, Virgo, I'm going to pull a message from your ancestors and see what they want you to know right now. Right now, your ancestors say expansion, and I will read from the book for you. So this is number 12. 1, 2. And right now, your ancestors say, you are continually moving, evolving, and going through cycles in your life. Attune and align yourself with the rhythms of nature around you. This is an exciting time with new beginnings, growth, and changes. There are many settings that will provide for inner development and expansion. Pay attention to everything that is going on around you and the effect it is having on you. Consider environmental issues or use this as an opportunity for new studies. It is a good idea to recognize the need of extra rest and personal care while integrating new energies so you are ready for the important messages and opportunities opportunities. Just as in nature, you too have seasons of growth. So this is a time that divine timing, divine intervention, and divine sources at play. Right now, if you've been waiting for something, it will happen the moment you match that energy and be in harmony with it. Right now, it's a time for growth. Growth is learning. Growth is creation. Growth is love. Growth is not problem solving, forcing, and efforting. That is that third dimensional energy, a particle of matter, which is boring. Instead, tap into your spiritual powers. Like a bird that has wings and flies, you are someone who's a spiritual being. So start being rather than doing, right? Become mindless, be open to receive, and let spirit give you the downloads to change your life. All right, Virgo, hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time, ciao.